So the reason why the system is running slow isn't because of the deceleration valve. It's actually because of the tailgate lock cylinders. And as you can see, it's got a little drip, but the seals here are gone, so I gotta get these repacked or order new ones. Probably way cheaper just to get these rebuilt, but it's one on each side. So by those not by those being the way that they are, can't talk right now. See how that seal is pushed in? If I were to go to unlock it, it would actually spray fluid out. So I gotta find me some little caps and take them off. So I may be in the Peterbilt just a little while longer until I can get these rebuilt. There's actually a guy not far from here in Riverdale that does it, and he's supposed to be real good. Alright, gang, I am back. I actually had a couple videos that I did today where I changed out the ignition switch on the Mac and also swapped out the transmission coolant sensor and the connector that goes with it. Some kind of way I accidentally deleted that, and I can't bring it back up. I have a Recover app on my phone, but for some reason it's not coming up on that. But yeah, like, courtesy of my buddy Kenny over at Nextran, stopped by there to get my parts earlier after completing the route in the Peterbilt. I can honestly say this: the Peterbilt is a great truck. Cosmetically, she's not the prettiest, you know, but on the operation side, it's pretty fast. It does what I need it to. I just got to go through it. There's certain little things that need to be addressed with it, but nothing major. Nothing that'll stop it from operating. But, you know, all that being said, I am about to go get some dinner and go get some rest. Try to line up my junk removal jobs for tomorrow. But I pray you guys have a great weekend. Be blessed. Stay safe out there. Love you guys. headed to the transfer station. Push this last stop out for the day. Been a wet week. And I believe from what they're saying, most of next week is supposed to rain like this too. Buddy, he drives the yard dog, but I guess it's down. They got him in a regular Ken's tractor. Been in that for the past couple weeks. He moves all the trailers around at the plant. Cool guy. I first met him when I was washing the roll-off down here for Raintree when they had this account. Now I'm subbing in the front end through Dispose LLC. Had a very blessed week, that's for sure. Actually ran into an issue yesterday with all the rain when it first started. One thing about roads, especially asphalt, you always got to be careful when the rain first starts because it brings the oil up out of the asphalt. Not just that, you know, oil from cars, trucks, whatever that's on the road. It makes it real slick. It's like ice sometimes. But I had a car stopped kind of short in front of me, and when I hit the brakes, they locked up on me, and she kind of fishtailed. I lost control, but God gained control. So I'm thankful. I had a van right on my right, and the car was directly in front of me. We were in the left lane. Man, all I can tell you guys, you know, I held on to the wheel, and like they say, you always turn in the direction of the skid. So I did that, and she kind of jumped the curve and, you know, slowed down because the way it was going, it felt like, okay, I'm going, you know, because actually she sped up. Even though I wasn't on the throttle. When those brakes locked up, it's like she sped up and everything was like just happening in fast forward. But she hit the curve, jumped up on it in the right lane. Like I said, it's only the grace of God that I missed that van and the car in front of me, and there was nothing behind me. Thankfully, I did no damage anywhere. There was no damage to the truck. So just wanted to give a praise report, you know. Sometimes you have to. It's one of those things. It's hard not to be a believer driving these trucks, especially when you have stuff like that happen. But yeah, I know it was just the grace of God that kept me covered. One thing I always do every morning, I always pray that He watch over me and those around me. Because anything can happen out here. So, yeah. I never liked this light here. Especially with this railroad track.
not far from it. We're actually going to ADM. And the reason I do, well, I'm doing it today. I normally go to Seminole Landfill in DeKalb, but I just cleaned the heck out of this truck yesterday. So I hate to take it back in the landfill after I just washed it. So it's always good to have options as far as where you can dump. Now ADM is higher, but I don't have to put the time and effort into cleaning the truck after I leave there. They got a nice gravel lot, and then the tipping floor, you know, is concrete. So the truck can stay clean over there. If it wasn't for the weather, I would go to the landfill. But this is closer, you know, I'll save on fuel there. And that's what I look at too. You may pay a little more to dump, but it's closer, so you don't have to burn as much time or fuel. We're actually not far from the McDonough Republic yard, straight off this street here. Sits off of a side street to the left, probably about a half mile down the road. I used to run this area when I was at Waste Pro, and out this way we only had scatter cans, like I want to say about 5 or 6 that I have to travel way out here for. Yeah, at the time I was like, man, why they don't sub these out? There was another company out this way, K&G Pack, and also Cardinal. You know, I kept wondering, why don't they just get Cardinal or K&G to pick these up? But nonetheless, I have to ride out here. I had an 8-yard over here. Oh, baby. It was in this complex. I had one 8-yard there. And back where we came from here in QT, I had a 2-yard over there. See, they added a new can right there. My can was down this hole. Waste Pro actually has the city, the residential contract now for Hampton. And I think they just do within the city limits. GFL had it at first with Waste Industries. And I guess for whatever reason the city wanted to change. Waste Pro won the bid. Feel like fall. Nice and cool out here. I actually got my passenger window up. Normally I have that down. Nice mild temperatures out here. Gotta turn the pump off. There's a Waste Pro rear loader right there in front of us. You guys can see it. New way. give a huge shout out to Rolling with Dre. As always, keep doing your thing out there, little brother. And also Hopper Hustle. If you guys haven't seen his channel, check him out. He's rolling in a real nice auto car with one of the newer high bodies on it. Good looking truck. And I want to say Dre has a later model MRU with the McNillis body. For all my front end guys out there, all my garbage men and ladies, happy Friday to you. Finally made it to the weekend. Gotta get another knob for the wiper control. It was missing it when I first got this truck, but I changed out the wiper switch here. It came with one. And, well, actually it did not. This is the old switch. That's kind of funny. You get the wiper switch, but not the knob, the rotary knob. Go figure that. But I saw one on Rainey's website. And Rainey's is like a toy store for any owner operator. I'll tell you that much. They got pretty much anything you would want with chrome, aftermarket gauges, all that good stuff. This road right here will take you straight into Griffin. Griffin actually has a nice little fleet too. The last newest front loader I saw from them was a 520, and I think it was a Wiki Super Duty. Good looking truck, but I never saw it in action. The only truck I was able to film from them, I want to say it was an older P that they had, older house. Wasn't a bad truck either. I think it was orange and blue. Waste Pro fashion, his strobes are malfunctioning, and that kind of looks like that may be the case. I believe this is our street here. Yeah, McDonald Street. working the GoPro today because I didn't want to be disappointed with it shorting out or whatever it's doing. So using my phone to do this in cab today. Like a little kid when I get to blow the air horn at somebody. I can't tell you how many people have cut this truck off this morning. It's doing crazy stuff. Thinking to myself, boy, if you only knew. Like they say, if you know better, you do better. When you know better, you do better. I don't know if people think that these trucks are just slow until they get, till we bear down on them. This is the city of Hampton here. We're in the city limits, and they still have waste industry cans, GFL. But I think the city had purchased those. But Waste Pro had did a big rollout when they first came in. They handle all the residential in the city limits, but the commercial is still wide open. Mostly from what I've seen is Waste Pro and Republic over here. I don't think I've seen any waste management cans in the city limits. My first GFL auto car rollout this week. I hope you guys enjoyed that clip. Pretty quiet truck too. They have a very nice fleet of trucks. I was actually handling their fleet washing for a while, but since I've been doing the junk removal and doing more with the recycling and the commercial trash, I had to pull away from it. Shall be back. Gotta go check in at the scale house. Alrighty. Wait in and pull over here and see where they want me to dump. that's over there. It's a Peterbilt on the other side. Looks like Jason. Jason's a real cool guy. Young guy too. He may be about 19 now. When I tell you that kid is a jack of all trades, anything on his yard he can operate. And then he welds, paints, does maintenance on the trucks. That's Tony. He's the owner of Trash Away. Real cool guy, young guy too. I think Tony may be in his early 20s. And he's been doing this for a while now. They have a neat little system over here. What they'll do, they'll take 40-yarders, back them in the hole here, and they'll load what's on the tipping floor with the skid loaders and the excavator. Big Jason! Yeah, real cool kid. He keeps his truck clean too. Most of the drivers here do, for the most part. What's going on?
Shit, I know you drive trucks.
Yeah.
You sure?
Yeah.
You got it going, man.
Nah. Making a little noise, not much.
Yeah.
Been alright?
Do your thing, man.
Yeah.
I'm still trying to get my CDL. I'm trying to get my class A though.
Oh, yeah. That'd be a good move.
Yeah, I'm trying not to go to school because that's just a lot of money. So I'm trying to study for it. I'll take that, like, make that decision to go to school.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna get them one way or another. Well, got to.
Hey, it's a platinum card. Alright, you too, brother. We're gonna get closer and see where he wants me at. We're actually making room with the skid loader right now. You guys can see it. Looks like David on the skid loader. That's another jack of all trades. He does some of everything here too. Yeah, Jason's a real good kid. The truck he drives is under CDL. Should return. Sometimes that sensor will stick with a limit switch. Whenever I let the tailgate all the way up in the transfer station, I always watch the roof. Now this is high, but you know, you always want to watch overhead obstacles even when you raise the tailgate. Our blade, let our tailgate down, and we'll go way out and pay. Then we'll head back to the yard. Whenever I hit the locks, I was always taught when I was young in this, do a little tug test on it, where you just try to raise the tailgate, and you should feel it, a little bump, if it's locked. Yep, that will do it. Nice simple day. No calls from the storages, so I'll go back to the yard, do a little light maintenance on the trucks, and head home from there. Get some paperwork squared away. That is the very non-glamorous side of things, the paperwork. I dread it, but it has to be done. Now we'll go the back way to Tar Boulevard, or Tara, depending on how you want to say it. Famous for going with the wind. I never keep up with my gloves. I have a lot of respect for their dad. He had ADM Sanitation, the original. It said he had front end, roll off, and residential. He had one front end truck at the time. But the big thing was residential. And I believe he ended up getting bought out by Waste Industries back in the day. But yeah, he's built an empire here with this. Last count, they were up to 16 trucks. And they've just about phased out all the internationals except for maybe 2. And I think they use them, one as a yard dog and the other as a spare. And they have an old Sterling, but everything else is Peterbilt now. it's split. I think this side of the street Waste Pro gets for the residential, and then this side is GFL. Because I've seen a real nice LR ZR from Waste Pro over in this area. Then on this side, I've seen the GFL trucks. So I guess this side falls in with the city limits. And even though this side is Hampton still, I guess they're outside of the city limits. It's funny how those lines get drawn. To give a big shout out to James Burgess. Really good guy. He runs Burgess and Son out in Rockdale and Newton. On this stretch of road, but you have to be careful because Lovejoy police, they like to hide out. Those SUVs will come after you. I've seen many of people fly right by them and didn't even notice them. We're just coming out of the city of Hampton. Now we're in Lovejoy. Lovejoy will pass through Jonesboro. And then, what's next? I think Riverdale. And then we'll head towards Forest Park. Several different small police agencies all through here, and then on top of that you got Clayton County Police. You got a lot of blue lights to watch out for. Clayton County actually has blue and red. Yeah, we just crossed over into Lovejoy now. Normally they'll sit right on this street here, right at the stop sign. Or they'll be in the median sometimes. Yeah, black trucks with purple lettering on them. Hopefully soon I'll be able to get more footage for you guys other than Ken's food all the time. We may have a new apartment complex in Atlanta off of Highland. We'll see how that goes. But I'm not going to count that one just yet. And starting next month, I actually have, I think it's two 2-yard compactors and a 4-yarder and apartment complex in the city of Decatur that we'll be handling. So, you know, kind of give you guys a variety on the commercial side. And as we do more junk removal jobs, I will include that too. I'm not going to give up on that. That's a very good source of income, and definitely I want to promote that as much as possible on my pages. I've been slacking lately, but one of those days when you get done with the day, you know, you're tired from work, of course, but you still got your paperwork and you still got to market. So marketing is key to any business. Never want to get stale on that. But thank you guys for watching. I love you. Stay safe. Peace and blessings.